Alright, today we're going to be checking out the Big Muff 2 by JHS and EHX. So here it is. This is the Big Muff 2. Kind of like an alternate universe Big Muff kind of thing. If you don't know the story, Josh from JHS along with Danger Daniel are writing a book. This is, I think, around like 2020, 2021 about EHX. And they decided to do some interviews. So they interview Mike, they interview some of the original creators, and one of those being Roger Myer. And they decided to go to his house. He's still alive. He's in his mid-90s. And in the back of his garage is a workshop. And there's all this stuff. And they find a schematic for a Big Muff that had never been made. And they made it. So it's a Big Muff. It has 2 op-amps, so it's different from the Op-Amp Big Muff. This has 2 of them, and it also, there's some other difference. The actual schematic is on the box, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it sounds completely different from a lot of other Big Muffs, meaning it's kind of the opposite Big Muff. It has low end and mids, is where a lot of other Big Muffs typically don't. The Russia one has low end, but not a lot of mids. So, if you don't like Big Muffs, you're probably gonna like this one. This is a big box one. It is built the same way with bent metal, like they used to do back in the 70s. JHS makes the big ones. EHX makes the smaller ones. These are limited. I assume EHX, like they do with everything, is going to make millions of them and sell millions and be the biggest pedal company in the world, like they always do. But I do think it is cool that you have 2 companies working together as opposed to trying out to perform each other. I think that's cool. You don't see that a lot. This is the second kind of collab that they did with EHX. They did the Lizard Queen. Oh, they also did one with Boss. JHS and Boss did a pedal. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You don't see, companies working together a lot. This pedal is awesome. Like I said, a big problem I always had with a lot of Big Muffs is there's not a lot of mids. You would either put an overdrive before it or after it, or try and mess with the EQ, or even like put an EQ behind it to bring back some of the mids. But yeah, and honestly, the story is kind of the coolest part, that this was found in the back of a garage, which is why if you open up the pedal, they have Roger Myer in his garage on the back of the pedal, which I think is super cool. Nice little tribute to him. His name is also on the pedal, so that his name doesn't get lost. I think that's a super cool story that a lot of the designers at these larger companies don't get the recognition they deserve, because they change music. So as you heard, I was playing a regular tuned guitar and this baritone I got, playing them both. They both sounded good, so this thing does handle low end going into it. I have used it on bass. I wasn't using it on bass in this track. I did try, it just was a little too much fuzz. But I will be making a video on using this on bass, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, check out this pedal. I don't know if these are sold out yet or not. I got this pretty early. I think they are either getting ready to sell out, or I think they said they might do like a second batch, but you can get the smaller one, which is actually made in New York by EHX. They'll make those forever, like to do with just getting the book. It's called Made on Earth for Rising Stars. Check it out, cool stories. Just a book basically about the history of EHX, probably the greatest guitar pedal company out there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Peace.